second layer because are you raising your hand?
Hold on.
Where are you going?
Hold on.
Come back. What? I'm so fucking confused. Either he's going to get his Pokemon card collection or food arrived at 1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Since you went away. Number 1. I wish he would make his bed because it would look better in the videos. I don't know why he doesn't make it.
Hello and welcome to Tournament Style. I am your host, Austin, and I am joined, as always, by my co-host, Guillermo, Twinkie, hostess with the mostest, Delgado. Guillermo, what Pokemon are you?
First of all, hostess doesn't make Twinkie. Wait. Thought you said Twix. Just off the bat. Can we start over? Just off the bat? Okay.
Keeping all of this.
What Pokemon am I?
No. Let's go with the who makes Twinkie then.
Twix makes Twinkie.
Yeah?
Twix owns hostess who makes
We lost 10 listeners because of you right now. I hope you know that. You better be extra funny today.
The entire exec board of hostess listens to this podcast. Well, they listen to this podcast, but not anymore. Let me go with something from Gen 1 because that's all I know. I want to say something maybe like something fun, like what I want to be or what I characterize myself as.
Yeah.
Can it be like a Growlithe?
Sure.
Oh no, Sandshrew. I'm Sandshrew. I'm like the kind of sad, lonely.
A pangolian, right? That's what the animal is. A pangolin. What do they call?
I don't know what that is actually.
Never mind then.
Well, you can tell me.
It's an animal.
That's all you know.
It looks like a Sandshrew.
Look, don't come to the table with information that you know on like a very glacial base.
That's
like,
literally all I do.
Yeah, right. You expect me to kind of be like, yeah, it's this and this. Right?
Well, if like the person doesn't know it, then I sound kind of smart. And if the person does know it, I can always just piggyback. Like, yeah, I knew that too.
I'm pretty sure it's like a meerkat first.
Definitely not that.
Not firstly, lastly, it's a meerkat. Look up a meerkat.
I know what a meerkat is.
They wear the little
Timon.
Skulls on there. Oh, Timon is a meerkat. Probably the most famous meerkat, I would say.
Well, you didn't even remember it, so maybe not.
Well, I mean, I wasn't really searching the banks of my memory for all the famous meerkats. That was just good meerkat association there by you. What Pokemon do you have one that you associate yourself? Your characteristics
what's a Pokemon?
A pocket monster.
No, sorry, I'm not a nerd.
You're not? You're just kind of.
And we're back. Sorry about that. We took a little break.
What were you doing? No, before, what were you doing?
Doing what?
Where did you go?
I had to sell an ad, so.
That was well, it was close to one of the things that I guessed.
No, I guess I'd be like a Pikachu or something. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. The one Pokemon that every generation knows.
Yeah, everyone knows me.
Yeah.
Oh, so
yeah. You say it like that. Would you mind evolving as a Pikachu?
I would want to evolve.
You would want to evolve?
I would want to evolve.
Then you lose all your previous memories.
Oh god, that's dark.
It is dark, yeah.
Is that how evolution works?
Dude, they have these animals in these little balls and they fight them. That's the only time they ever come out.
Yeah, but at least they keep their memories.
That's horrible memories. Horrible being trapped in these little balls. Right?
Yeah, but you want that memory, so when you eventually like overthrow the humans, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, when you finally get your revenge, you want to hold on to that kind of. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, anything less dark you want to talk about?
We're in summer. That's the opposite of less dark. Or
wow,
that is
bad
less
by
dark.
you.
Sorry. Yeah. You know what?
No,
We'll
it's
cut
okay.
that.
No, it wasn't that bad.
No, I'm cutting. It's cut.
Okay, cut that. Believe in all the stuff I said while you were gone.
I'm leaving where we say cut that. So everyone
Okay.
will be confused.
Sure.
Um, what are we doing here? This is tournament style. Welcome.
This is tournament style. Thanks for tuning in. This is our last tournament of Rejuvenate, which is a theme month brainchild by Austin, where we're redoing old tournaments that we've done. And I think we picked a fun one today. I don't want to spoil it yet, but yeah.
No, go ahead. Spoil it.
You want me to say what it is?
Yeah, go ahead.
We are redoing a tournament from another theme month, Cray Cray May, which was the original theme month, the first theme month that Austin came up with. And we're doing the all 50 of the United States, not including like territories and stuff. Sorry, Puerto Rico. And actually,
I think people understand when you say 50 states, they know what you're talking about, right?
Okay, yeah, sure. But it's nice to kind of give a shout out
specifically
to
exclude.
That's right, to make them
they can be in our honorable mentions.
Oh yeah, it's such a weird tournament to have honorable mentions when we're doing all 50 states. But this is our first. I think this was the first time we did a non-traditional style tournament, right? Maybe.
Well,
I mean, I know we did a few in Cray Cray May, but
right, Cray Cray May was full of it, but this is probably our first non-8.
Right. That's kind of what I was getting at. So we're doing all 50 states. I listened to the old episode. I thought it was interesting. It kind of passed by faster because it was rapid fire.
Well, because there's 50 states. I think when we first did it, we
states.
didn't want to take forever on something, and then the tournament or the podcast be like an hour 30.
Yeah, we probably should start sooner-ish than some of the other episodes.
Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. But yeah, we're redoing 50 states. Last episode's winner, if you don't want to hear about it right now, I'm going to spoil it.
Right.
California
was the winner of the original 50 states.
California won, yeah.
Okay, got it.
I don't think it'll win again. Just going to put that out there.
Okay, interesting.
Don't think
it'll win again. I thought... And we had the same reaction during the episode. Our final four made a lot of sense to me, and I really liked it. So I almost predict like a similar final four, but that's all I'm going to try to predict thus far.
The tournament's going to be a little different because I used a different sort of tournament creator for 50 teams. Yeah. But the outcome, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So you got to get through. You can't rely on having your buys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's 50 states. Some of these are just fodder, right? Who gives a fuck about Nebraska?
And
it doesn't matter where it comes.
Come on.
It doesn't. It's gonna lose.
You're not allowed to eat corn anymore.
Sorry?
How do you feel?
Corn comes from a lot of different places. That's what I'm saying. No, it doesn't make it special that they produce corn. True. It does come from a lot of different places.
Name a couple.
Mexico.
You eat Mexican
New
corn.
Mexico.
I don't think that one's true. It's like deserty over there.
It has to be.
Where else corn comes from everywhere?
Yeah, from a lot of other places. You think Nebraska's the only place that produces corn?
I think it's one of the biggest. Yeah, one of the most.
That's impressive. That gets a buy for me. Definitely getting a vote for me.
It's not getting a buy actually.
Unfortunate.
Do you have anything you would like to bring up or rant about before we get into the tournament?
I don't have a rant, but I do have a quick, I don't even know if it's a suggestion, but something I'm doing in my life. Sort of like last week you talked about like, hey, everyone should should write a book. This is kind of something I'm doing that I'm like, hey, this could help other people too. I'm sort of still in the process of Marie Kondoing my life and all my stuff. You know what that is?
Yeah, Kondo you're Marie? Asking if your items spark joy.
That's right. And there's a lot more depth to it, but that's really kind of the basis of it. I mean, I know it became a big meme, and I'm definitely not the type of person that
you're a hoarder.
I'm a hoarder,
You're a
exactly.
hoarder. So you
And
need to get rid of
I
things.
do need to get rid of things. That's right. I am that kind of person. I also, my parents are hoarders, and I've seen my future.
I
I
have a
just want to say,
question for someone who hoards.
okay, okay.
Does asking yourself if it sparks joy and then the answer being no, and you like, does it work to actually get rid of things? Like, because it feels like if you're hoarding, you already have the mindset that you don't want to get rid of it in the first place. So it's like,
R-
why does like
yeah.
taking this extra step of like actually putting your foot down make you actually want to put your foot down?
So, what I've kind of discovered in the process is that it's not that I don't want to get rid of the things. It's that I don't want to. It's I think I don't because there's so much stuff I don't even know what's there, right? And I assume it's like, oh, I have it for a reason. But when you go through every single item one by one, it's really easy to see like, I don't need this old iPod. I don't need this like bag of paper clips. You know what I mean? And so for me, and what I was gonna say, I'm not a big like self-help book kind of person. Is kind of what I'm
Are you
viewing it
not?
as. I'm not. No, I've read like a couple books on like self-improvement stuff, but
Okay.
nothing. Well, nothing.
A couple
Okay, you know.
seminars.
Some online webinars, some
Yeah.
seminars, some seminaries that I've gone to, but
You hosted a self help podcast.
I met Marie Kondo actually.
You slept
Um,
with Marie Kondo in her
that's right.
condo.
She's my wife, Marie Kondo, and we own a condo and a dog.
Named.
And oh, I thought you were Jax. Jax, totally normal dog name, Jax.
With an X or a CKS?
Both actually,
I'm not.
JAXCKS.
Okay.
Yeah, the X is silent. Yes. Um, back to this whole thing. It's been, and I've just kind of moved around a lot. Well, not in the past 3 years, I guess. And there's just a bunch of boxes I've never gone through, full of either like papers and junk and stuff. And it really has helped me kind of go through stuff. I got rid of like 7 or 8 bags of clothes that I haven't worn in years because it's either old or I don't like it or it didn't fit me. And now my closet is like everything in my closet is something I like and would wear. And I know for some people that's like, oh, well, of course it is. But for me and like other hoarders, that's like, oh, that's a big change. This room is one of the last places that I'm gonna go through because it's my music instrument room and stuff. So it's gonna be tough. But I liked it. I suggest it for people.
So
Kondo
it's like
Marie,
a.
thank you.
Okay.
It's pretty dope.
That's don't do that. It feels like you're. So this is like unsolicited advice, like Marie Kondo your life.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, kind of like that. I don't want to call it that because it's probably trademarked, but yeah, yeah. Marie Kondo. If you're a hoarder, at least kind of go through the Reddit and read about it a little bit. I got the audiobook because I don't read, but I got the audiobook and listened to it and then kind of went through the steps. It's also structured. So it's not like, oh, go throw away things and look at one by one. It's like there's like a structure you go through that kind of helps the process, which I actually did find like helpful,
I think you might be a self help person.
No.
I think you might be.
I don't read more than listen more than 3 or 4 a year, so that can't be. Don't label me as that kind of. Look, my book that I read about don't let people label you specifically talks about not letting people
Yeah, that
label
makes
you.
sense. Okay, well that's good. That's good advice for people who like have a hard time getting rid of things.
I just like to talk about myself.
The advice is don't keep things, right?
Does it spark joy? Does it spark nurse joy?
Oh, nice, bringing it back.
Yeah, but that's the end of it.
The end of what?
The joke, the bit.
Do you want to get into the tournament?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay, we're going to redo 50 states tournament. We just put them alphabetically. We didn't rank them, so let's
Some
go
of these are
ahead.
just so bad. There's not a reason.
We have first up. We have Alaska versus Arizona.
Right.
I think this one we had a pretty big discussion on because of the such different temperatures and climates.
You have an issue with the amount of sunlight in Alaska. for what I recall from listening to the episode.
I don't like Alaska. I wouldn't like to live there.
Yeah, this was my big thing when I listened to the episode. I can't believe you would live in Arizona.
It's
I
so
think you would
close
hate
to
it.
so many things, though.
Is it? I guess
Compared
I
to
never thought of that.
Alaska?
Compared to Alaska, that's not even fair.
That's what it's compared. That's literally the matchup.
Alaska is close
Am I
to
supposed
caribou.
to compare it to a different
Alaska
state?
is close to like bears. Alaska is close to sledding. Alaska's close quotes to a lot of things, right?
I feel like if you're living in Alaska, you're not living in the 21st century.
I agree, and something it's definitely all gonna have like a rural vibe. It's kind of like one of those states that's very
You're gonna
rural,
know
has, like,
everybody in your village.
state. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm voting Arizona just straight off the bat.
Yeah, that's funny. Same. I feel the same way. I think if it was between these two, I definitely would go Alaska.
That's crazy.
Dude,
Are you pushing me for a
I
possession?
wouldn't live in Arizona, man. Everything's remote nowadays. Who cares? Just move to Alaska.
Then why do you not care about Arizona? Like, why
Dude,
if everything's
Arizona
remote?
sucks.
Why?
Arizona sucks.
Why?
Because it's Arizona.
Yeah.
Name 3 cities in Arizona besides Phoenix.
What? Why besides? I would live in Phoenix.
Yeah. You live in Phoenix. So original. All right. How do we decide this last
What's
time?
the Arizona State's like the biggest party school in all of the America? Like, for colleges.
your age, you're gonna go party with all
I'm
the
just
college
saying,
kids from
it's
Arizona
a cool
State, right? Yeah. Okay.
Good
man.
golf there.
Alaska is, and Alaska is a golf course. The whole thing.
No, none of that's true.
You say just no. Okay. I think this time around, I think last time we passed Alaska. I think I want to give you Arizona this time.
You're not gonna make me use possession?
No, I will not make you use possession.
Then not. Yeah, Arizona's going on. I'll take it.
Good. Yeah.
Okay, next matchup we have Arkansas versus California. This is kind of easy.
This one's a little bit easier for me. I do like
You
Arkansas.
have connections to Arkansas. Woo Pig Suey.
Woo Pig Suey. That's right. My girlfriend's.
Oh, you're talking about a college? Oh, you're a college guy now?
Did you trap me?
Yeah, that's right.
I wasn't even gonna bring it up, and then I'm just furthering the conversation by confirming something you said about me.
That's right.
That's like secondary. Like, I don't even know anybody technically that went to.
Yes, you do. We
What
literally
the fuck
do.
was the state? Not personally, no.
Arkansas? Yes, we do.
Oh wait, who am I missing?
You want me to just? I mean, we can bleep it.
Yeah,
or-
who do you know that
Buzz,
goes to
didn't we?
Arkansas? Oh, that's right. Okay, you're gonna go hang out with Buzz at Arkansas
fuck?
State then?
That's
Right?
state.
Sorry.
University of.
City, whatever it is.
I mean, I'm passing California, right? That's easy.
Yeah, that's true. Why are we arguing?
We're not.
I am.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm just presenting facts.
I don't think that's what you're doing.
Next up, we have Colorado
I
versus
wanted to
Connecticut.
I wanted to say stuff about Arkansas.
Go ahead. Say what you want to say.
No,
about
you're right.
Arkansas.
The tournament's it's long. It's
Go
50.
ahead. Say what you
No,
want about
no,
Arkansas.
I forgot. I forgot
make
about-
the episode 10 minutes longer. Go
I
ahead.
was saying that I like the mountains in Arkansas.
Are you gonna vote for it?
No.
All right. Colorado versus Connecticut. This is a
Right.
tough one for me.
Yeah, they're both in like my upper mid tier as far as states go. You know?
Yeah, I agree. If I have to live in the Northeast, I think I'm picking Connecticut.
Yeah, I've actually never been to some of those upper Northeast states. I kind of know them by reputation, and I think, I agree. I think it'd be a cool place to like live and stuff. I'm sure winters are bad. I think Colorado has a lot to offer, but at the same time, I feel like it could get old pretty fast, unless you're like really into like those kind of things, like hiking or skiing or
Smoking.
smoking, right? But yeah, I feel like they could get old really fast. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like to me, because I live in Texas, I guess Colorado is a little bit more relevant.
Sure.
Because again, I've never even been to Connecticut, so it's a little biased, I have to admit. But
I'm gonna.
that
These are
happens.
both 50-50 to me, and I'll lean whichever way you're leaning.
Yeah, I'll lean Colorado.
That works for me.
Denver.
Next up, we have Florida versus Georgia. The Florida-Georgia line, if you will.
Right. That thing.
I don't particularly like either of these, but I guess Florida has better views, like Miami
Yeah,
beaches, I guess.
Florida has
It has
beaches.
theme parks if you're into Disney.
Yeah. How do you know? Is Miami like an expensive city to live in by
Has to be.
reputation?
It
I'm
has to
thinking
be.
has to be, but I never hear that. So maybe it's kind of like a hidden gem of like a city. Because I don't think I've ever.
Like it's great stuff, but you have to live in Florida, so it's like that's the tax on its own.
I guess, yeah, right. I guess so. And I was also thinking like maybe this the most expensive stuff is like on the beach, which has to be millions and upon millions of dollars. And then
You're talking about
everywhere else in
property.
Miami, it's yeah, like property or
Yeah, yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
or even renting or whatever. But yeah, Georgia has Atlanta. I've never been to Atlanta.
Oh, true.
Weirdly, I know a lot of guitar YouTubers that are from Atlanta, and they're close to a lot of like gigging cities. Like it's not that far from Nashville. It's not that, and then you can go to Florida from there and too and stuff. So Atlanta kind of lately has been interesting. Like I want to like just
That's fair.
visit.
Atlanta's a great city.
Yeah, it seems like it. I don't know.
I think
I've never been.
unfortunately I'm still gonna have to vote for Florida, but I wouldn't
Florida.
use my possession on it if you voted Georgia.
Yeah, Florida definitely has a bigger reputation as far as being the insane state.
Right.
Sunshine State, right?
Which state is better?
I'm
Peaches
gonna have
versus
to.
oranges.
Oh wow, how interesting.
Yeah.
What do you like more, peaches or oranges?
I think I eat oranges more,
Yeah, but in
but
pie,
a good peach is pretty good.
a good peach is pretty good. Yeah. I might lean a little towards Florida,
Yeah.
trying to be unbiased, but I also just haven't been to Atlanta, which is my only thing about Georgia.
Let's go to Atlanta and redo this tournament
I'm
a
good.
third
Let's
time.
go. Yeah.
All right, we're back. Florida moves on.
Yeah, Atlanta was fucking awful.
Next, we have Idaho versus Illinois.
Right.
So Illinois has Chicago,
And Idaho has potatoes.
and Idaho has potato. That's right. Apparently, Nebraska doesn't have corn, but Idaho can have potatoes, right?
Nah, Nebraska's just not the only place. Other places have potatoes, right?
man. All right.
Okay. A fucking shitty vegetable doesn't make your state special.
Potato or corn?
Both, man.
No way. Potatoes,
What?
probably the goat vegetable.
Not even.
What's a goat vegetable?
Dude, there was an entire famine where they relied on potatoes just because,
That's why it's so good. That's what I'm saying.
because it's in such high supply that it's such an easy
Just
thing to
move on.
grow. You can do so
I'll
many
vote for
things with
Illinois.
it. It's an excellent source of carbohydrates. I
I'll
don't know
vote
what
for
you're
Illinois just so we
fucking
don't
on
have to
about.
keep talking about this.
You're sorry, what?
Illinois for me.
Illinois has Chicago.
Yeah.
Anything else? Where's Des Moines, Iowa? Right? Yeah. What else? Illinois has one more.
Good on Des
Illinois
Moines.
has one more cool city besides Chicago. What am I thinking about?
Fuck if I know. Springfield?
Sorry?
Springfield?
Oh, maybe. Is there a college in Springfield?
Illinois State?
Maybe. Yeah. I'm obviously going to lean Illinois on this.
Okay, next we have Iowa versus Kansas.
Gross.
Yeah, I don't care. You can choose. Do you want to just do Iowa?
You know what? I kind of want to do Kansas just because of Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City is not in Kansas where the Chiefs
Really?
play. Yeah. Did you know that, or are you
fucking
joking?
idiot did that? What?
This is the joke you wanted to do?
Who messed that up?
This is
no,
the joke you
what?
wanted to do?
This wasn't planned. Are you kidding me?
It's in Missouri.
Really?
Kansas City,
a worse
Missouri.
state.
Yeah,
Worse state
yeah.
than Kansas.
That's right.
Even. What's the capital of Missouri then? St.
Nobody
Louis?
knows.
I think it's St. Louis, Missouri.
Sure.
St. Louis is a cool city.
All right. Well, it sounds like you're backtracking a little bit.
I'll go with Missouri.
That's not. It's Kansas versus Iowa.
Oh my God. What's the fucking capital of Kansas then?
Topeka.
Really?
I don't know.
Racist much.
All right, let's just
I'll
move
go with
Kansas.
Kansas. Yeah, Kansas is fine. What was the other one even? What
Louisiana
was
versus Maine.
No, tell me what the other one was.
It was Iowa.
Go ahead.
Louisiana versus Maine.
Right. I immediately instinctually go towards Louisiana.
Really?
Yeah.
For New Orleans?
New Orleans, jazz. It's a big music city. It's fun, bachelor party kind of city, or just going, we're sort of close
It
enough
is fun
to make a
visit.
Trip.
I don't know if I'd ever want to live there.
Right. I agree with
it's
that.
It's just as hot and humid, if not more, because it's right
more
by
probably
there.
Humid, yeah. It's going to have like Houston type climate for sure. It's also been underwater.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Just saying about living there,
I don't care for either of these, so I'll go with Louisiana if that's the way you're leaning.
Yeah, I think definitely. I don't know enough about, what was his name?
Maine.
Yeah, I don't know that. I've never been there.
Next up we have Massachusetts versus Michigan.
Yeah, now that we're revisiting this as Texans, all those kind of small northeastern states are so out of I don't even know what would be there except by like reputation. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like, I don't know what's there.
What's where?
In those states in the
what
Northeast.
State? Like name a state.
All of them that are not New York. So like Massachusetts.
You don't know
Maryland,
what's in Massachusetts or
Maine.
New Jersey?
No, I don't. No. Why would I know?
I don't know. Read a book. Look at literally anything.
You know I don't read, you son of a bitch.
Boston is in Massachusetts, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah.
Say Massachusetts 5 times fast.
I can barely say it once. I don't really like saying it that much.
That's right. And what was the other one?
Michigan.
Right.
This is actually a pretty tough first round matchup. I lean Michigan. I really like the idea of Michigan. Yeah, the shape's cool. It's like 2-parter.
Okay.
It has like the UP, the Upper Peninsula. That's like not connected to the mitten part of it.
Yeah, it sounds fun to explore, I guess.
And you know what? I think Boston needs to lose every once in a while. I feel like they win too much,
Really? I thought they were a losing kind of city as far as sports teams.
You thought the New England Patriots...
oh, right.
The Red Sox who have won like 2-3 titles in the past like 10 years.
Oh, really? I thought they were like cursed or something. Like
they were until like 2010 or something.
Oh, wow. It's been a while, I guess, then.
10 years.
Yeah. How are the Patriots doing post Tom Brady?
The 1 year that Tom Brady hasn't been there, they didn't win. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Right. I think now that Tom Brady's not in Boston, I'm going to lean away from Massachusetts.
The Celtics, who have the second most titles in all of NBA history. You thought that was a losing city?
MB what?
All right, I'm going to vote for Michigan. What did you say?
I'm also going to lean towards Michigan as sort of the powerhouse Midwestern state.
Right.
Don't really know what's there. I know there's a couple. Good,
you don't know what's anywhere apparently besides the places you've been. So
well, that kind of makes sense.
You can just leave that out for everything, right? Just let everyone know right now. Guillermo has no idea what's anywhere unless he's been there.
That's right. Yeah.
Next we have Mississippi, which is fun to say, versus Missouri.
Fun to spell too. I don't know what to talk about, but I can't say why.
What? You talked about Missouri.
St. Louis, specifically.
I'll just vote for Mississippi. Get it out of here.
Really?
Yeah.
Mississippi's kind of racist.
Yeah, but it's fun to say.
On a whole, okay.
Missouri's not?
Less a little bit.
I don't know.
Where is Missouri?
I might be more scared to go to Missouri than Mississippi.
I don't know. I've never been, so.
All right, and the next matchup we have Nebraska, which you hated on earlier, versus Nevada.
Nebraska is where zebras are from.
That's no.
Mm-hmm. It's
Okay.
funny because last episode when you brought up zebras, or I said zebra as a answer to one of your questions, and you brought up zebra, the first thing I thought of was Nebraska. So that was funny.
Why?
I don't know. There's a weird association there in my mind.
Sure, that is weird. I'll agree with you there.
Yeah.
Zebra is the way that the English pronounce it,
Right.
because
Which
they
is
say
weird
Zed.
for
Well,
an
they
animal
created the
that's
language, so
no. Well,
let's
for an
calm
animal that's
down.
only indigenous to Nebraska, it's weird that they would have a different way of saying
Okay,
it. So, I
Nevada,
mean, is that right? Okay, that's
Nevada
right.
has Las Vegas, so I think that's kind of easy, right?
And Nebraska has
Corn.
and zebras. That's right. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take Nevada. You're gonna have to wrap this up before I go really off the rails.
That's good to know. New Hampshire versus New Jersey.
Uh,
We know you don't know what's there. Just talk about what you
I'm
do know.
leaning New Jersey because
Same.
Jersey. Yeah, Jersey.
Same.
Sort
It's
of a
like New York's
less.
little brother.
That's a great way of describing New Jersey. I agree.
Yeah. Next,
Yeah,
we have New Mexico versus New York, which I feel bad for New Mexico, but it kind of gets stomped here.
tough matchup. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
I
there
mean,
is there a Hershey's state? Would that be New York? I think it
it's New York.
stays strong,
Or is
but
it
it's
Hershey, Pennsylvania?
oh, I like that. That's
Okay,
good.
that's New York. Next matchup, we have North Dakota versus Ohio.
And I can't make it on my own. I can't make it on my own. 'Cause my heart is in
North Dakota?
Ohio. Sorry. Come on, man. I have one bit for this whole episode.
That
And you
was
fucking
it?
and
You should have told
fucking
me. I told you to
you
tell
blocked
me.
me. Yeah, that's fine. I thought you would get it. Were you a big Hawthorne Heights guy?
Who?
It looks like you were.
The North
Don't wanna.
Dakota people?
No. Yeah, they're from North Dakota.
I don't
The
care
band.
for North Dakota, but I kind of hate Ohio. So what
Do
are your
you
thoughts? Yeah.
just be by reputation?
Yeah.
Interesting. Cleveland's in Ohio.
Fair.
Um, Ohio is a little vanilla for me. But
It's like when I think of Midwest, I think of Ohio.
yeah, I think the fact that it has one city that I know makes me lean
That's
Ohio.
fair. You know what? Let's
But
get Ohio and since
okay,
let's throw it a bone here.
okay, sounds good.
Next we have Oregon versus Pennsylvania.
I can't make it on my own. I can't make it on my own. 'Cause my heart is in
Oregon.
gross.
Okay, come on. What was I supposed to do there?
No, that was good. That was good.
Um, I don't like either of these states, man.
Really?
Yeah, both of these states
I think
don't do anything for me.
yeah, I'm going to strongly push for Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's fine. I think I'll throw you
I
a couple
l-
bones here because I know you like it.
feels like one bone, but that's fine. I love Philly. I'm a big
Okay, and we're back. We took a little break for another ad. Sorry about that. We'll get better on the ad placements next time. Don't worry about it. I sold a couple. Next up,
you're selling them, you're not placing them.
I'm sorry?
You're selling them right now. You're not placing them in the episode.
So then what's going to happen during that cut?
I don't know. That's up to you, I guess, but I'm just clarifying. You're talking that there's a pause because you're selling.
You're telling me
ads
after
currently.
I sell them, they don't go into the spot where I sell
You're
them
not
during
putting the ads
podcast?
into the episode. You're selling them and you're not.
I
like,
scheduled the selling meeting to happen during our recording because I thought they would just go into the episode.
What do you do when you edit? What do you
When I
expect? You
what?
think that you're having these meetings during the episode? Are you recording the meetings during the episode?
What was that word you said?
Recording?
Yeah, what's that?
like the conversation, the
All right,
ad. Are
let's
you
move
live?
on. I can't do. I need a. You don't
Can't
spark.
wrap your
You
head
don't
around this
spark
one,
joy with
huh?
me right now. So I'm
Sorry.
gonna get rid
Oh,
of this
excuse, throw me away
conversation.
then. That's fine.
I'm throwing away the conversation. Okay.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that's a little advice I have halfway during the first round. If you don't like a conversation, just leave. Right.
I don't hate that.
Next, we have South Carolina versus South Dakota. The two
Boring.
Souths.
Yeah. What's the capital of South Carolina?
No, that's Dakota, isn't it?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember. Whatever it is, we got it wrong.
Sure, Bismarck, I'll say.
That's a German chancellor of
Nice.
years past.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does South Dakota or is it North that has the racist presidents as the main thing going for it?
Presidents?
Was it Mount Rushmore?
Oh, Mount Rushmore. I don't know where Mount Rushmore is. It sounds like one of those states. I don't care for either of these. I have to say.
So Carolina then?
Yeah. Sweet Caroline. Ba ba ba.
Next up, we have Texas versus Utah in the easiest matchup ever.
Salt Lake City, Utah. Don't snub it.
Yeah, sorry, Mormons. Texas is gonna go ahead and take this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Next up, we have Virginia
Texas
versus Washington.
Texas. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Virginia
What are you gonna
versus-
say about Texas?
Texas has Austin. That's it. Virginia versus Washington. I want to say I'm leaning towards Washington for no reason in particular.
It gets snubbed a lot because of Washington,
Yeah.
D.C.
Right. There's just a weird like repetition.
People
of
always have
naming
to be like Washington, the state,
yeah, kind
which
of like
is unfortunate.
like an afterthought. Almost.
Yeah,
It's like yeah.
We can throw it a bone here.
Definitely a cool place if you like hiking and exploring, like
Bad place if
stuff
you
like
like
that.
the sun.
Yeah. That's right.
Same with Alaska.
Was Forks in Washington?
What do you mean? Was it?
Forks, is that a city in Washington? Do you know?
Yeah.
It is. Okay,
You're talking
cool.
about the Twilight series?
The Twilight series. The
You
city
would
that-
be talking about that.
I'm just asking.
You don't even
Yeah.
read.
I don't.
All right. Next up, we
I
have
haven't even watched the movies. I just know
Wisconsin
these details.
versus Wyoming.
Wisconsin versus Wyoming. I'm going Wisconsin for the cheese, please.
Yeah, this one's pretty easy. I too am going Wisconsin.
Okay.
For the cheese, please.
Okay. So really,
And I'm good. All
I'm
right.
not gonna laugh at that.
That's the end of the first round. Do you have any honorable mentions?
Ooh, the Dominican Republic.
And I'll say Washington, D.C.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They're I read some stuff that they are working on changing.
It
that.
might be a state,
Yeah,
which would be
right.
weird.
would be weird. But there's
Maybe they
weirder
just
states.
dropped Washington?
Oh, ask me how many Rhode Islands fit in a Texas.
No. Okay, next up, how many Rhode Islands?
No,
fit
ask
in
me
it?
later, and if they get a match, if they match up
Ooh,
together.
okay, I will.
Yeah. Okay.
Next up, we have Alabama versus Arizona.
Oh,
This one's easy.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
We got a state that you hate more than Arizona.
That's right. Yeah.
I
I'd
still
rather live
don't
in-
understand why you hate Arizona.
Compared to Alaska,
I thought you
man,
liked the dry heat.
I do like dry more, but dry. This is dry heat plus like 20 degrees. This is like in the hundreds most of the time.
I will look up what the temperature is right now in Phoenix, Arizona. You ready?
Okay. Well, let me shout it out. 101. Wait, what is it here? If there's a storm, it doesn't count.
Well, it's rain. No, it does count.
Okay.
It's 105 right now in Phoenix,
Oh,
Arizona.
so higher than I was gonna say. 105. But it is dry. What's the humidity? Like 0 or 2?
I
Let's
didn't
say
look that up, but I imagine
say-
it's very low.
It's very low. Yeah, that's right.
So here is 89 because it's raining in Austin
God.
today.
89 is so gross.
Feels like 93 because of the humidity.
Okay.
So it's like 10
Oh, the
more.
temperature is 89. I think you meant the 89% humidity.
No.
Which I would believe, honestly.
All right. I still don't understand your beef with Arizona. I never will.
I don't have a beef with Arizona if it's going up against Alabama.
Next up, we have California versus Colorado.
Ooh, the hippie states.
Yeah, this is easy for me.
Man. Yeah, that's an easy one for me, man.
Colorado, well, I guess it's, I don't know. It's like California if you don't want to be in like beachy stuff and you want to be in like snowy.
Yeah. I'm sure a much cheaper California too. Well, California might have more stuff to offer. It's a big state.
Well, it's bigger,
it's not just LA and San Francisco. There's
Nobody
a lot
said
of
it was.
range to California. I said it was. No. I want to go Colorado. It's kind of hard to beat. This is a tough matchup.
I'm going California.
Is that what I said?
You said Colorado.
I'm going California. It's a tough one to beat. This is a tough matchup.
Got it.
Sorry. I really did mean California.
Next up, we have Delaware, which got a bye in the first round versus Florida.
Beware, Delaware.
Yeah, I'm going Florida.
Me too. Let's stop talking about if we've ever gone to them. Would you ever go to Delaware? And where would you go?
No.
You wouldn't?
No.
Yeah. Same. I don't think.
Yeah, great conversation. Next up, we have
there.
Hawaii versus Illinois.
Hawaii versus who? Oh. Chicago's in Illinois. That makes it tough. I was going to say easy, but not exactly.
And Honolulu's in Hawaii.
Who cares? When you say you're going to Hawaii, you're just going to Hawaii. It doesn't really matter, right?
I don't know if I agree with that.
Because no, like it matters if you're going to Hawaii up to Honolulu or like one of the other cities I can't name.
Yeah, I guess I don't know.
Can you have a lame?
I think if
Hawaii
you came
vacation?
back from Hawaii, you would tell me all the places you went.
I probably would.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't think you can. I guess if you get like injured.
Oh, right. I guess there are a lot of ways you can get injured.
Sure, yeah.
Hawaii. Yeah. And what's in Illinois? So Chicago.
We said Chicago, yeah. Lake Michigan.
I mean, Chicago's a bucket list city for me to go.
No, it's not.
Go see. For me, you saying it's not
it's
a bucket list city for me? Why not? What do you mean? I want to go visit Chicago before I die.
No, you don't.
Really?
Yeah.
What cities then? Name 5.
Well, first off, Illinois is a state. So
okay, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I have to go through the state to get to the city.
What city?
Chicago.
Okay, I'd believe that. I wouldn't believe Illinois being a bucket list state. I believe Chicago being a bucket list city. Does that make sense?
Oh, I'm not even listening to what I'm saying.
I'm gonna vote for Hawaii.
Absolutely right. I'm leaning Chicago, Illinois.
Okay, I'm not gonna use my possession.
You're not?
No.
Okay, well that's fine with me then.
Illinois will move on. Beating Hawaii, that's crazy.
Hawaii is a one-trick pony. It's a vacation.
It's a great trick, though.
It's expensive.
It's a great trick, though.
Yeah,
it's a
fantastic.
great trick. It's a great pony.
Yeah, that's right.
Illinois is a multiple trick pony. Okay, sure.
That.
The arguments don't work both ways. We don't need that.
I wouldn't use the same analogy for Illinois.
Next up, we have Indiana versus Kansas. Which, who cares? Am I right?
What's in Indiana?
I guess I'm going for Indiana.
Indianapolis.
Yeah, that's the city. Yeah.
Is that the capital?
Maybe.
What's the capital of Texas?
Austin.
What's that?
I'm gonna vote for Indiana. So, what are you leaning?
Yeah, I'm indifferent enough. So, sayonara, Kansas City.
Okay. Next up, we have Kentucky versus Louisiana. Is Kentucky getting lucky against Louisiana?
No.
You're voting Louisiana?
Yeah. Kentucky's kind of that weird southern state that is kind of in between all the cool places, like Nashville and then the Midwestern stuff. But there's not really anything in Kentucky for me. I've never been there.
Good chicken.
Do they?
Decent chicken.
Other places also have decent chicken.
Sure, that one
Right.
I'll agree with you on.
You think chickens
Ooh, what
only
has
come from
better chicken,
Kentucky?
Louisiana or Kentucky?
Holy shit, that's a
Probably
fantastic
Louisiana,
question.
right?
Uh, if we're talking the actual states, yeah, but if we're talking,
Popeyes versus KFC.
yeah, I think actually,
I would
I
go
think I might go
Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
I was thinking I would go KFC, but that's not exactly true.
yeah.
You remember the Popeyes chicken sandwich we had?
I've had many.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I go Louisiana.
Next up, we have Maryland versus Michigan.
Okay.
Hey, how many Marylands fit into Michigan?
Oh, fuck off
Oh,
with this.
Jesus Christ.
Two or three. I don't know.
I'm sorry, man.
Probably five.
I
Let's say
like I
six.
like Maryland, but I'm
Seven?
going to have to go for Michigan.
Okay. I'm okay with
You
that.
down with that?
Yeah, it's fine.
Next up, we have Minnesota versus Mississippi. How well do
Easy
you
for
like
me.
the Minnesota accent?
Minnesota. I do like it actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Is that where you're leaning?
It's easily replicatable. You know what I mean?
For us?
Yeah, because we're bad at accents.
Right.
Yeah, I will lean Minnesota.
That's cool with me. Next up, we have Montana versus Nevada. I'm going to have to lean Nevada again just because of
Omaha.
Vegas.
Omaha.
Is that in Montana?
Omaha. No, Omaha's in Nebraska. He's an idiot.
Then why are you...
Montana. Joe Montana. Peyton Manning.
You know what? I'll give it to you.
Hell yeah, brother!
You said a sports thing. That
I
kind of made
did a
sense.
sports thing. That kind of made sense.
But I'm
right.
leaning Nevada.
That's the bar. Yeah. That's fine with me. Say
Next
it.
up, we have Jersey versus York, the new variety.
Jersey versus York. I think we have to give it to Big Brother / the Big Apple /
Oh,
that big booty.
yeah, those apple bottom jeans. Yeah, I agree.
Those apple bottom jeans.
Next up, we have North Carolina versus Ohio.
And I can't make it on my own. I can't make it on my own. 'Cause my heart is in
North Carolina.
Sweet Carolina. Ba, ba, ba. Are you clapping? You're stealing my clapping bit? I am pretty indifferent here.
Again,
Maybe leaning Ohio a little bit.
I dislike Ohio, but I'm down to throw it a bone.
You dislike it? I don't like it enough to. But do you dislike it enough to not advance it?
No, I'll throw it a bone.
Okay.
I'm throwing it a bone because I dislike it.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. Yeah. Nothing to do with.
Next up, we have two of the worst states in America.
There's a lot of bad ones.
We have Oklahoma versus Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't diss Oklahoma like that.
The worst state.
Wait, I like both of these states.
Yeah, these are two of your favorite states.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what an asshole! You knew that. That's why they're some of your.
No, I hated Oklahoma
states.
Before you even knew what Oklahoma was.
Okay,
right?
Yeah, you just hate Oklahoma for
we
no
live
reason.
in Texas.
That's right.
Yes, we all do. We all do. We all do.
Live in. Okay, whatever, man. I really
Oklahoma is Texas's little brother.
No.
Yes, it is.
Cousin.
No, little brother, little annoying
like
brother.
Worse. I'm saying worse.
Little
honestly.
annoying
I'm saying
brother.
Worse.
No, you have to admit
cousin.
it's a little brother.
It's the little annoying cousin that lives with your family.
No, you're wrong.
His family is not.
No,
super,
you're wrong.
Okay, whatever.
You just don't want to admit it. We admitted to Jersey, York. You had to admit this.
I'm saying the relationship is worse than.
And I'm saying it's
Jersey,
not. I'm
York.
saying it's the exact same. Yeah, it's the exact same.
Wow. Okay. This is so weird. No, I kind of have to go Pennsylvania, I think.
Yeah, this is easy. Pennsylvania. Yeah, Oklahoma's literally the worst.
Yeah,
state.
I wanted you to use your possession to not advance Oklahoma.
This
like
whole
you did
side of the
episode.
bracket is terrible.
That's disheartening.
Next up, we have Rhode Island versus South Carolina.
Hey, how many Rhode Islands can fit in South Carolina, do you think?
5?
Yeah, 5 or 6 maybe.
Okay.
Wait, it can't be right.
Okay. That's also fine.
It's so weird. Okay, since this isn't going to happen probably. Wait, can Rhode Island possibly go up against Texas, or should I just ruin it? Is there a chance still? Rhode Island then.
Sure, Rhode Island can move on just
Okay,
for
then.
you because you have a prepared bit.
Well, I have prepared facts, which you
Next up, we have
brought up.
Tennessee versus Texas,
Tennessee whiskey.
which both of these fight for the live music capital.
That's right.
With
Austin, live music
Nashville versus
capital, and
Austin.
Nashville. I've heard the music scene in Nashville is a little bit better in recent years.
I've heard that and agreed to that kind of too. I feel like Nashville's probably should be the live music capital as opposed to Austin, but we'll take it.
We will take it. I don't think that Tennessee beats Texas.
I don't think so either. I think it's close, but I don't think.
And I am a
it.
Texan. I do think it's close. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'll admit it's close.
Texas is lucky because it's so big, and there's a lot of big cities, and there's a decent amount of diversity.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty multifaceted, as horrible as it can be sometimes.
As horribly as it votes.
As horribly.
Next, we have Vermont versus Washington.
Vermont. Bernie Sanders.
Who?
Bernie Sanders. Bernard, put some motherfucking respect on his name.
Hey,
Sanders.
isn't George Washington
He's still
from
a
Vermont?
senator. Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, or is this a thing you know, or is it the thing you want me to either confirm or say I don't know?
Yeah.
Yes, then.
Yeah, he's from Vermont, so I feel like we had to vote for Vermont over Washington.
I like that, yeah.
Yeah. It's like how Jesus is Jewish, so like their religion kind of wins. You know what I mean?
What?
It's like
their religion kind of
It's like your
wins.
God is our religion, right? Like,
I guess.
That's sort of like a slam dunk.
I love the Mods pizza box on your unmade bed.
What did you call it?
Mods pizza box?
Mod.
Yeah, it's Mod pizza, but it's a Mod's pizza. Like it's a Pizza Hut's pizza. It belonged to them. They made it. It's a Jimmy John's pizza. It's a Papa John's pizza, right?
Okay, man. Sure, I'm sure that's what you meant.
Is that a different restaurant?
Next up, we have West Virginia versus Wisconsin.
West Virginia versus Wisconsin. In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days. I chilling out, maxing, relaxing.
I'm gonna vote for Wisconsin.
That's fine.
Yeah,
because cheese.
Because of cheese.
Cheese.
Next up, we have Arizona versus California, and this is
fuck Arizona. Yeah, okay. Fuck Arizona, man. They can all go. Phoenix, worst of all, man. Burn in hell.
I don't particularly like Arizona. I do think it easily.
Yeah, it fucking sounds like you like Arizona.
Alaska and Alabama.
Yeah, sure, man.
Okay, Jesus. Next up, we have Florida versus Illinois.
Again, is it?
I'm okay if this is where Florida ends its run.
I am too, but I just wondering if Illinois is really, really riding on.
This is for the top
Chicago.
8.
This is top 8.
This is for top 8. This is top 16 for top 8.
This is a tough one. Both of these could easily be in the top 8. Again, Illinois. For me, Chicago's carrying
Both
it.
of these probably should be in the top 8.
Yeah. But instead, we're going to have like Rhode Island.
Just pick one of these, man. Enough about your Rhode Island.
Guess Chicago, Illinois.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Indiana versus Louisiana. One of these are going to be in the top 8.
Ooh. Louisiana's a top 8 state.
No,
for
it's
me.
not.
Yeah, compared to Indiana.
No, it's going to win this matchup, unfortunately, for Indiana, but it's not a top 8 state.
You just the way it kind of played out.
Yeah, I got lucky.
Okay, I'll agree to disagree with you there, and I'm good to go with Louisiana. To the
You know what? States. How about before we what are your top 8 states?
Ooh, off the top of my head, is this gonna mess up the bracket?
All right, let's keep going.
I could do it.
Michigan versus Minnesota. You apparently can't. So Michigan versus Minnesota.
You can cut all that. Okay. Michigan, Minnesota,
Yeah, for a top 8
the
state.
two of the only M states.
No, there's
I want to
8
go
M
with
states.
really.
Yeah.
Wow. Have some original thoughts, you fuckers that name states.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. Michigan,
You know what we should do?
but it is close.
We should
What's
change
up?
every state to have new in front of it. So that way every single state is new.
On an even playing field
They
as
all
far as
start
like
with an N.
alphabetically.
Yeah, exactly. Everything is just new.
Instead of just getting rid of the new
Exactly.
in the new ones.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
New Texas.
What do you think about that idea?
Louisiana.
Pretty good.
Doesn't
huh?
roll off the tongue for some of them.
Okay,
Some
well.
of them it sounds kind of bad. New California. Like
I think
New
you just
Mexico
I think you
sounds
just have to
good.
get used to it because you're used to New
I'd
Mexico.
have to. I would have to get used to it. Is the
Like
thing.
New Hampshire sounds bad, but we're used to it.
New Hampshire sounds fine.
Okay, but North. Okay, never mind. That was stupid.
You
Next up, we
said
have.
North, you loser.
Next up, I'm cutting it, so it doesn't matter. Right?
Oh, come on.
Next up, we have Nevada versus New York.
New Nevada versus New York.
No, it wouldn't be New York.
Sorry, New North York. They don't get that. It has to be New York for me. Las Vegas is a one-trick pony,
You say that a lot, which
And it's
I'm not
hot.
sure what that means exactly.
and it's hot, and it's next to Arizona, which I don't appreciate. I'm not sure if that's
yeah,
true.
why did Nevada get so far for you without you complaining about the heat until
I think it was just the matchups.
like
really.
is Arizona the hottest state to you?
What did? Yeah, it is. It's in its own little contained heat sort of.
Yeah,
vacuum.
I think New York can advance. Next up we have Ohio versus Pennsylvania.
I can't make
Another
it
two
on my
terrible
own.
states.
I can't make it on my own because my heart is in
Pennsylvania.
God damn it. Pennsylvania for me. Ohio is my sort of like
That's fine.
quirky state that I kind of like for this bracket, but at the end there's not really anything.
Neither of these
substantial there.
states deserve to be top 8,
I love Pennsylvania.
but that's fine. Next up we have Rhode Island versus Texas.
Ask me how many Rhode Islands fit in Texas.
How many Rhode Islands fit in Texas?
221. Can you believe that?
Yeah, man, I can believe it.
That's insane. I want you to be more like shocked.
Maybe I
that-
would be if you didn't bring it up every 10 seconds,
200
but you wanted to tell me, right? I feel like this is on you for
220
delivering it
100.
the way you delivered it.
21. Not like 20, right? Not like 10 or a 5 even.
Yeah, Texas can move on for me too.
121. Even if it was 20, I would be shocked.
I'm down with Texas.
Yeah. But where would you rather live?
Next up, we have Vermont versus Wisconsin.
I'm pretty indifferent here. Do you have any thoughts?
Cheese, please.
Okay. Wisconsin's going to be a top 4 because of
Top
cheese.
8, you moron.
Oh. Still.
As opposed to Vermont being a top 8?
Yeah. Well, okay, you're right. Wisconsin's fine.
Next
Vermont
up,
knows how to vote.
this is for semifinals. This is for top 4. This would be if we
This is top
had
4.
a normal tournament style matchup. It would be right here, our 8 states.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we have California versus Illinois in the quarterfinals.
California.
Is this where Illinois ends its run?
Yeah, for me.
It turns into a
yeah.
pumpkin.
I think it came far enough.
I agree. I think California should be a top 4 state. That's fine.
Yep.
Next up, we have Louisiana versus Michigan.
Louisiana.
Versus Michigan.
Yeah, I'm saying I lean towards Louisiana a little bit, I think. New Orleans, Jazz,
Man.
couple of good schools, I guess.
I think I'm just going to have to go Michigan. because where I'd rather live is Michigan for sure.
Oh, really?
Like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've recently started to realize I don't mind the cold, and I think it's because I've lived in hot
You went
places
on like a
mostly.
10-minute rant against Arizona because of how hot it
Okay,
is.
so everything I say is a lie just because I change my mind every once in a
I'm saying
while.
you definitely don't mind the cold.
Oh, right. Sorry, I'm not used to you agreeing with me about things that are my
Well, I'm
preference.
disagreeing with you saying that you recently found out or discovered this
you
information.
you don't like when I think I've had a revelation because it's
Yeah,
just something
exactly.
that
This is a
um
personality trait of yours that you've had.
I'm okay-ish with Michigan going on. It was in our last top four, and yeah, I'd give it a shot to live in Michigan.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't necessarily think it's a top four state, but for this bracket, it ends up being a top four state again.
I agree.
Next up, we have New York versus Pennsylvania in one of the easiest quarterfinal matchups that we have.
This is heartbreaking for me.
This is New York, hands down.
That's
Pennsylvania
fine.
should not be here.
Really?
How
In the top eight? Come
how
on.
easy it was, like how easy it was for deciding this compared to like the other matchups we had. This is just come on.
Top. I think it's a top eight state for me.
Yeah, but you also
As
like
two,
Oklahoma, so you
as
know
two
nothing
big
about
cities,
states.
as two big cities, Philadelphia and Pittsburgh.
You know how you said you don't know what's there until you've been there? You've been to
Mm,
these two
I
states
don't.
of Pennsylvania and Oklahoma. If you've
I guess
been
so.
to literally any other states, those would fall down because then you'd learn about other states.
Like how bad they were.
Sure.
Maybe. You think if I went to Ohio, Pennsylvania would fall in my rankings of
Yeah,
states?
I
Come on.
actually do.
I
I
don't
actually do.
know.
Knowing
No
you, you'd be
way.
like, guys, you know how good Ohio is? You don't even know. It's a
Interesting.
gem. You'd be
Yeah.
saying all this sort of stuff.
You guys should go to Ohio. Yeah.
Next up, last quarterfinal matchup, we have Texas versus Wisconsin.
Texas, Texas, Texas.
I like Wisconsin. I like the University of, but unfortunately, it loses to Texas.
That's what I like about Texas.
All right, we have our top four, the same top four as last time.
It was a good top four,
Yeah,
honestly.
hard to
I feel
beat.
like this time Michigan forced it in a little bit.
Maybe next time if we do this again, we can actually. No,
Rank
not
them?
forced. It'd be Louisiana pretty.
Eh,
Next time we can rank them. Yeah.
yeah, okay. For me, it'd be like Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, pretty much anywhere I've been to.
You're right.
Yeah.
So
Alaska.
let's do this. Let's get our top two: California and New York.
This is rough. It's a tough one. This is a tough one. They're like
God, I don't know. Yeah, this one's. I don't know.
if you're thinking LA, New York, those are like the two monuments of like modern American just media and hubs of diversity and all that just kind of jazz. You get it? I kind of want to go California because it then also has other things to offer. It's a really big state.
New York's
So
pretty
if you
big too.
is it? I mean, not as big,
Of
but
course, not as big.
I'm just saying you get a lot of
Oh my
different,
God,
even
man.
like
What do
you
you
get a
want
lot
from
of
me?
even different like climates in California too. Like you can be
No,
in
you
LA,
don't.
it's hot on the beach. Yeah, if you
No,
travel
you
up California,
don't.
it's a little bit
It's all
cooler and
hot and
it's
like
not all
pretty
hot.
good.
No way.
Yes, it is.
No, there's like tons of national parks and stuff like that. And
What's like the low of weather you're getting in anywhere in California? What's the lowest temperature you're getting?
during the
No,
summer,
no, no.
you would say
Anytime. What's the lowest
anytime
temperature you're getting?
it'll get pretty low. Like
Okay, and then what's the highest in that same time?
in the same time,
Yes.
like summer.
You fucking idiot. Okay,
I
listen
don't
to
know
me.
what you're asking.
I know you don't know. Just listen to me.
I'm trying. I am.
What's the lowest a temperature can get in California in any time?
Okay.
What is it?
Let's
And when?
say
What is it and when?
30-ish in the winter.
Okay,
The
then
fall,
keep
sure.
that same time.
Same time.
What's the
Okay.
highest it'll get in anywhere in California?
anywhere in California, same time.
Exactly.
Yeah, probably could get up to 80s or 90s
In the
if you're in like
same
South
time?
California. I'm not a fucking what are they climate denier. That's not what I was thinking. I'm not
But
a
you're not
weather
that either.
Sorry, I'm not that either. I'm not a meteorologist, but I would imagine there's a wide range. That's what I'm trying to say. A wide range. Are you going to go
I
New
don't
York over
know.
California? Because I think I'm leaning California. That's really
I wouldn't
that's
use
the
my
criteria.
possession. I'd probably lead New
You
York.
wouldn't you wouldn't use your possession. Hmm. I think I'll go California.
That's fine because of the range in temperatures, he says.
It's not.
All right,
I don't
next up we
know.
have Texas versus Michigan.
That's easy for me.
Yeah,
A little biased, but even in general,
I think Texas gets an easy semifinal matchup here.
tech.
No offense to
Yeah.
Michigan, it's a top 4 state according to us twice.
Look, on the same exact day, I mean, you could have temperatures of say 30 degrees somewhere in Texas and then 90 degrees in the same place, the same different place, different same time, all at once. It
Texas
is a long
versus
episode.
California finals.
You know
This
what?
is the same finals.
It is the same finals. And last time we picked California because we didn't want to be,
Texas homers.
yeah, like, yeah, exactly. But I think I'm gonna go with Texas this time and put the ball in your court.
This is the easiest ball you've ever handed me. Yeah, man. This is a
Really?
free throw.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And there you go. That's we've had 3 changes in Rejuvenate.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they are, but yeah.
I won't spoil it for people who haven't listened to the other episodes of Rejuvenate. Go listen to those.
True.
This is the last one. We'll be back next week with a regular episode. No more theme
I
month. Another
hate
theme month.
those.
What?
Yeah. Huh?
All right. And Texas is your champion of best state. So if you're not from the States and you plan to visit, come to Texas.
Fuck off with that, man. You know, a lot of people are moving to Texas, specifically Austin.
But
So-
I'm saying if you're not from the States.
Okay, from wherever, I guess.
Well, a lot of people aren't moving to Texas from fucking Japan, right?
Well, it's not true. I don't think you know the statistic of that off the top of your head.
I think if I did know this, if like the
It'd
fact
be
that I
weirder.
don't know it, it means that not a lot of Japanese people move to
Oh,
Texas.
I see. Yeah. Sure. That's a good point.
It's not. Anyway, do you have any plugs or shout outs on this very long episode?
Listen to Within City Limits. It's a podcast where I interview musicians in Austin, Texas, the greatest state in the world. You can find that on Spotify and everywhere else. You can find the Twitter for that at WCLPOD. And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at the Great Guille, Guille. You can now find Tournament Style on YouTube, which hopefully by the time this episode comes out, I am caught up with posting all those of all those episodes. And you can find clips from Tournament Style and maybe like Within City Limits and other stuff on my Instagram. And yeah, follow me in Austin. So
Yeah, sorry about the upload schedule. We've had some like technical issues along with like issues like being able to record. So it's just sort of
it's
like
just summer.
this one will be out and you'll enjoy it. You'll eat it up, okay? Just stop complaining.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate you. If you enjoyed, please rate, review, and subscribe. If you really enjoyed, tell a friend about the podcast so they can also enjoy it. Don't be selfish. You can find more of me at Austin Agarza on Twitter and Instagram. That's AUSTINAGARZA. Your face threw me off there at the end. You made a face.
I was tuning out a little bit.
That's fine.
I mean, you're just spelling your name. I don't have to.
I wasn't expecting
pay
you to.
attention.
Just your face threw me off a little bit. So
Oh, I see.
apologize.
I'll look at it in the
It's
video.
my
No.
apologies.
Sure.
Thank you so much. We'll be back next week with another episode. Bye.